Morning. Today we are just going to go real quick through how to link your grading to an assignment, because the assignments that you upload that are just files are not going to be automatically uploaded to your grading system. So we're going to turn the editing on, and I already have that done. So I was working on something, and scroll down, and you'll go to add an activity, and I'm actually just going to go to something I'm working on anyway. So I'll scroll down, add an activity, and then you're going to go up. You can either use the advanced uploading or upload a single file depending upon how many files you want them to upload. For today we'll just do this because it's quicker. And the assignment name, and I'm going to put Toy Story open response. And in this section is where you would put your directions for the assignment. I would like a two-part assignment where one part there you will view an MCAS ELA article and student response. Then, and second, of course, I'd put a lot more directions in it. Next, you will write a response based on the prompt and your knowledge of the grading. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And in this section, you could go ahead and link, just like you would. You can either link a URL, or you can go ahead and upload a file. And it doesn't matter which one you upload for now. So just gonna do anything, and Toy Story directions. Okay. And I'm going to upload that file, and I'm going to use it and pop it out. You don't want it in that frame. And then you title it just like you would. And now my dog is helping me, so it should really be fun. Toy Story OR, and insert that. And you can also, like I said, you can also link a URL, which is what I would do. I would link a URL so they could go to the site. But for our purposes right now, I think you've got enough information. You understand how to do those things. You don't want to display the description because it's going to be too long. So, and then over here it's the same thing. You can enable your due date if you want it for a certain time. You want it just over shop cycle or over class cycle, however it is that you're doing it. You can prevent late submissions if you want, if you've given strict orders to do, and then they would have to come and stay after school for you, so that's a nice feature. And then the grading system, this is where you want to focus. You're either going to do a simple grading, which is 1 to 100, so you could use 10 points or 20 points, it doesn't matter what. Or you can go to rubric, and I'm going to go to rubric just so that you can see how to do that, because that's such a nice feature and you'll get a lot of mileage out of that. Uncategorized. Now I already have several rubrics here, but I'm not going to use any of those today. So I'm going to leave it as uncategorized. But once you put a rubric in, you can just choose it from that drop-down box, which is great. Allow resubmitting, and I always, for an open response, allow that because they can go back in and redo it for a better grade. So that's also a nice feature. Maximum size, I always put 132. Visible groups, this is where you can do groups if you want. And you can restrict the access, but you can also do that on your editing page. When you've opened it up to edit, there's a little eye on each assignment, and you can just click on that to close it. So you can close it on the page if you want. That's an easy way to do it. This is where you can have conditions. So for here, I have all the things that I've already put in here, and so I'm going to choose Toy Story Open Response. And I'm not going to do that. I'm going to come over here and just show activity is complete when conditions are met. I always do this. They have to look at it to complete it. So no cheating. They need to go ahead and really look at it. And then if you expect the grade to be complete, there's a lot of good features in there, so I would go through and really fool around with it. Let's save and display. And then you'll see that of course you won't be able to go to any of your links until it's already up on your page, and right now it's not. You must enter an upper or lower limit. Oh yes, right here you need to add at least a 0 to that, and you can add both. I forgot about that. Alright, and I'm going to save and return to course. Now I'm going to go back to that same here, scroll down, and this is the eye I was talking about, so then you can just click on it and hide it. But we're going to go ahead and open that back up and then go to the grading, and I'll show you the rubric. Alright, so I'm going to open this up. Not on the edit, I just want to see it. And here we have this, and yes, it's all set. And they can upload right here. You're going to go to settings. And advanced grading. And right here, you're going to define your rubric. So you can go in and with any rubric parameters you have, you can go ahead and go in here. You're going to put the name of the rubric, and then a description. And when you come down here, then you're going to put your criteria in. Click to edit. 0.12, you can add a level. So you just keep adding over here for as many points as you want, and then you go ahead and you add the criteria here. for each one, what it is that you want, and then 0, 1, 2. So over here, say you want organization, and I'm sure everybody knows how to put a rubric together. Um, just take it from your paper one or any other one that you have. And these are all, you can fool around with all of these if you want. I'm going to cancel this out. Or you can go ahead, and if you've already created one for another assignment, you can add it when you do the assignment. You could also decide to go to simple direct grading at this point. And I'm going to add actually a couple of templates, and if you have a template that you use in Shop, you can give it to me and I can add it in there, but that's a feature as well. And then when you go back in, you will have your grades for that, and I'll show you one that is already completed just so you can see, and then we'll wrap it up because this is getting very long. But I have one right here, Cyclops. And here's one that I saved just to show you, and I have one student that is not corrected yet. So I put everything here, and this is just how the students would see it too. This is Cyclops, if you're wondering what this crazy picture is here. And so when you go in to correct, it's just as easy. You can either do you could do a quick grade, which is really nice. This is a quicker grade. You just go to the grade where it says grade, and you open it up, and here's the submission here. So you can open this up, and we're going to open, and then you would just go ahead and correct what it is that you need to correct. And on a Word document, obviously, you would be going to review and the tracking just like you would do anyway with a Word document. And then you would go ahead and correct it and save. So we'll pretend I corrected something there. And then the grade, and for this I guess I did it out of 100, and I'll show you that. So just for whatever, say 85. And if you have a rubric, you can do it according to the rubric. The rubric will pop up, and you will just do 1, 2, 3, or 4. But this was before I had entered a rubric. And then you put your feedback in here. Great job. Work on whatever. You can put whatever it is that you need there. You can also add something if the student needs work on parentheses or whatever it is. And then you would save the changes. And then you see the comment right in here, the grade, and the update. Save all my feedback. And you're all set. And I allowed quick grading, and if you do that, you can, when you do your assignments, you can get quick grading. Otherwise, it's a little longer process. But either way, it's really quick. And it'll take you a few times. I'm not going to lie to you. It'll take you a few times to get it all down. But once you start using the assignment area, you are going to find a lot of possibilities for your class or your shop area. So that's it for today. Happy Moodling.